and welcome back to our channel. I'm Jennifer and this is Kate, and last spring we did an interesting experiment called Items from the Back of the Closet. We took out things that we just weren't wearing that were shoved at the back of the closet, and we wore each item for a day to see why aren't we wearing these and should we keep them. So that was very helpful.
So we decided to take that idea and transfer it here into the kitchen and try items from the back of the kitchen cabinet and try to figure out why we're not using any of these gadgets and to see if maybe we want to start using them more.
Or maybe we want to pass them on. So we've got several things lined up. Let's go. Alright, so the first item on the chopping block is this full-star Spiralizer Grater juicer set. It has a lot of parts and pieces, and it was given to us about a year ago. A family member bought it, didn't use it, didn't want it, gave it to us, and we haven't used it in a year, so it's try or die for this one.
So today we wanted to try making some zoodles. We had some zucchini in the fridge, and there are 3 different blades for that, so we're going to try making 3 different styles.
And these blades are very sharp. We've already shed blood, so we're going to be extra careful from here on out. So we're not really sure how to do this, so we're just going to wing it here. We're cutting up the zucchini, and then the lid goes on, and this I think goes like this. I don't know.
And then you stick it in there and you grate it.
Okay, so we're all done, and when you take it out, you get like a zucchini core. That's kind of interesting.
That is the full spiral in there. It looks pretty cool.
Blade number 2, we're not really sure what this one will do. We'll see. Alright, so there you have it. These are more like noodles. Like this is the 3rd blade. So these are a little bit thicker, like more fettuccine, I think. Okay, so we have made 3 different types of zoodles: the thick kind, the super skinny kind,
and the medium kind.
So we're not super big zucchini fans here, and I will say it was a lot of work to
twist it
continually
and get the cut.
So I don't know if I would keep this setup just for the zucchini noodles, but it also has an attachment for grating, so we might try to grate some Parmesan cheese and see how that works. So here we have some Parmesan that we need to use up, and we're going to attempt to grate it with our little gadget grater. So now we're switching blades to the finer blade. We'll see. Okay, so we alternated between the 2 graters, and again, it was a lot of work.
It was its own arm workout, yeah.
It would definitely, I don't know. We also have this grater where you just put the cheese in and then you just do this, which we use all the time, and I think it's just a lot easier. So I think I much prefer this over this, so I'm thinking that we're going to keep this.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. If you are really looking for a good arm workout and like to risk death with these sharp blades, then this might be for you, but I think we're just going to try to find someone else who might really enjoy this. Alright, item number 2 is this heavy glass pitcher. It's for making iced tea or lemonade. I bought it several years ago because I wanted to move away from having plastic containers in the kitchen, but it is quite heavy and it takes up a lot of room, so I don't think we've used it in a couple of years, so it's time to reevaluate.
And now that it's getting hot out, we decided we wanted to try making some iced tea, and then we're going to see how well it plays with the fridge because it is so tall and chunky, so it might be a little bit more of a hassle than it's worth to store it in the fridge all the time.
So we have some Tazo tea, lemon strawberry, and some stevia, which we like to use for sweetener. So we are going to just make a batch of, I guess, sun tea, just put the bags in the water and then put that in the fridge and then see what we get. Okay, so we've got this set up here and we are just, oh look, it's working. We're just going to let this sit out on the counter and steep. We might put it in a sunny window or something. Honestly, we're not really sure what we're doing here.
We don't remember how to do this.
We don't remember
clearly
how to do this. I hope we don't get sick. But you know,
we wouldn't get sick.
This is all part of the adventure. So there we go. We'll report back tomorrow on how we did with this. Okay, so here we are, day 2, and the next item that we're looking at is this ice cream maker that we have.
So we have used this once in the past year, and even before that, it had been several years since we used it, so it just sits around neglected.
It doesn't seem like homemade ice cream is a really popular thing here, so we're trying to figure out what else might we be able to use it for.
So we did some research, and apparently you can make slushies in an ice cream machine. So we're going to try that. We have a bottle of Sprite in the fridge that we're going to attempt to make a slushie out of.
So here we go. We have our bottle of Sprite. The recipe that we found called for 5 cups of soda, but that seems like a lot for an experiment, so we're just going with this one
bottle.
Here you go, Kate. You can pour it in.
Oh, I get the honors.
Okay, so you just pour it in and then you start the machine, and evidently it takes 10 to 20 minutes to create a slushie. We will see. About 10 minutes later, and look at that, it has slushified. Well, yeah. That's really like a slushie. Yeah. If you had a lot of children, like little ones still at home, I think this would be super fun to make slushies for them in the summertime. I mean, you could just put some in here, line them up, everybody could have a slushie, and you don't have to go to Quick Trip or 7-Eleven. So I think that would be a really fun thing to do with this. If you have any suggestions for what else we could do with an ice cream maker, we would love to hear them. Alright, our next item is this thing, which has an interesting history. Last Christmas, my husband ordered air filters from Amazon, and this is what showed up in the mail instead. So it is, I believe, when you fry something, you can use this to scoop it out.
But we don't ever fry anything.
No.
It's the hot oil, it's such a mess. We just never do it. So this, while it's nifty, we don't actually ever use it.
Yeah, we're not going to demonstrate this for you because whenever I fry things in hot oil, which is almost never, I always burn myself. So I think that this is just going to be donated or passed along. Maybe someone out there who fries wontons or some, donuts, I don't know, maybe that person will enjoy having this. So that is our roundup of items from the kitchen cabinets that we are trying out.
So of those 4 items, the ice cream maker, that's going to be staying. We have been running back and forth to that slushie between clips. So we're curious what other flavors or sodas or whatever we can turn into slushies.
I'm thinking root beer slushie, or I wonder if it works with diet soda or any, I wonder if it has to have sugar. We'll find out because we'll be experimenting. So that is definitely staying. Our iced tea pitcher definitely is staying.
On the flip side, the strainer, like you just saw, we're going to get rid of that.
And also the zoodle maker, the gadget that cuts things like fingers, that is going away. I'm going to see if one of my neighbors would like it, but I will warn them, the blade is very sharp before we pass it on to anybody else.
So we hope you enjoyed today's video. Maybe this will encourage you to root through your kitchen cabinets and test out a couple of those neglected gadgets.
So thanks as always for watching, and we're going to have some more slushie now. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Sal, caught in the act with the slushie machine.
It's delicious.